Now here's a video that's been a long time coming. Hey, what's up you guys? Tyler Bailey here, and yes, welcome back to my channel where today we were going to be doing a makeup review while also addressing some concerns, comments, nitpicks, I don't know what you want to call them, from some of my last videos, particularly the reaction videos I did with my friends. Now the reason I do want to address these concerns is because a lot of you guys are new to my channel, so I want to give you guys an idea as to what my mindset was when making those videos, in addition to also giving you an idea of what my channel is normally like, so that way you can get a better understanding, and then also clear up a few confusions if there were any. And we're going to be doing this while doing one of my favorite activities, which is makeup. And the makeup collection we are reviewing today is the Nightmare Before Christmas makeup collection by Makeup Revolution. Woo! Now, here's what I meant when I said this video was a long time coming. I meant to do this video back in October as part of my spooky week, but because, well, we're going to just jump right into the things of my reaction videos with my friends, I guess. I've never done a reaction video with anyone other than myself, so because of that and other things I will get into later, the editing process for those videos was a lot bigger than I expected. So I wasn't really able to dedicate any time to doing an additional video and a makeup one at that, which, you know, it's its own kind of monster to edit. But I didn't want to give up hope because to me, Nightmare Before Christmas isn't just a Halloween movie, nor is it just a Christmas movie, which is why I'm not waiting to do this till December. To me, it's the epitome of holiday movie. If anything, I think I watch Nightmare Before Christmas more in November than I do October or December, which is weird, I know. And I watch this movie a lot, don't get me wrong. But I feel like I just watch it way more in November. Like, this, to me, is my Thanksgiving movie. There isn't that many Thanksgiving movies or specials out there other than, like, the Peanuts one. And literally, that's all I can think of. But yeah, this is, like, my Thanksgiving movie. So I thought, no harm, no foul, I'll do this video in November. Which, hey, that's something for my self-control, because that means I haven't touched these palettes even though I've had them for over a month, and I've been excited. Not to mention all the rest of the stuff from the collection. Also, I've never really tried anything from Makeup Revolution before, like personally speaking, and I've heard really good things about it, so I thought, you know, why not give it a shot? Not to mention the video I was doing reviewing the Hocus Pocus collection from ColourPop, all those files got corrupted, which is also why that video did not come out in October. But yeah, no, I'll just leave her for something else, I don't know. But yeah, today we're focusing on Nightmare. Also, I got this cute bag. I just wanted to show you guys because look how cute it is. Like, it's clear. And it's got all the little things on it. Look how adorable. So yeah, if you guys are excited to see what I think of this collection and also excited to hear some of my thoughts regarding my reaction videos I did with my friends, then go ahead and keep watching, but definitely subscribe if you haven't already so that way you can catch more videos from me, whether they be reaction videos, makeup videos, or anything else I happen to do. Without further ado, let's get into this collection. Now, as I open this, I do want to let you guys know this is going to be a little more relaxed of a makeup video because I'm not trying to, I will be doing a look. I am going to be doing a look, and I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be doing one palette per eye, which I did with the Frozen 2 collection from ColourPop. If you haven't seen that video before, then definitely check that out. But it's going to definitely be more of like relaxed, you know, not so much a get ready with me, but just like a chat with me because we're going to be talking a bit. So this is the Jack palette, and the difference between the two is that Jack's palette is definitely more bold colors while Sally's is more neutrals. So let's take a look at Jack's. Ooh, look how pretty these colors are. Oh my goodness, and I love the names. You got some fun ones. You do have neutral colors, so not all bolds. We have just some neutrals like Sandy Claus, Pumpkin Song, Barrel. We have these lovely shimmers like What's This, Eureka, Moon. And then on the bold side, we have colors like Pumpkin King, we have Spooky, we have Love Never Dies. This one's really pretty. We also have more shimmers like Master of Fright. We have Sally. Oh, we have a little Sally color here. It's pretty ice blue shade. We have Dead of Night as well, so that's gonna be fun. And then let's take a look at Sally's palette. So yeah, like I said, Sally's palette is definitely gonna be more neutral tones, but there are some colors in there. So here we have Sally. Look at her, so cute. And then here we have the palette. Okay, so yeah, I adore this palette. The vibes I get from this one are definitely more romantic. So we have some lovely shades like Love is Eternal, we have Frightful, we have Play Dead, and then we have lots of shimmer shades like Ghost. We have a beautiful shimmer black called Jack, so you know, switching in the palette. And we have, you know, Romantic. We also have Wormswort, Aglow, Soup, things like that. And then, yeah, there's some of the shades in both palettes have Jack's face in them, like a stamp, I believe, in the same one. This one, yeah. So we have some of them are stamped with Jack's face, which I think is cute. So those are the palettes. And then we also have So these, they say they're highlights, but I think one of them is technically more of a blush. So this is the first one, and this one is the one that's called Moonlight Mischief and Madness. And I'll be honest, the packaging is very big because this is what it looks like. Ooh, pretty. Then we got Moonlight Mischief and Madness. It looks like a book. It's got Jack's face stamped on it, very pretty, but it is a bit big. That's the only thing I'd be like, you know, it's cute, but I don't know how well this would be, you know, storage wise. Like if you don't have a lot of room to store makeup, I don't know how, you know, happy you'll be about that. But it is pretty, it is cute. And then we have this one, look how cute. I fell in love with the packaging, just that. I love it. Look at this. Look how adorable they are. Ugh, couple goals. And this one is called Misfit Love, but this is that one. Look how pretty. So Misfit Love is definitely more of a darker shade than Moonlight Mischief and Madness, but I am excited to try both of them. I will be doing, you know, one on each side too to compare. And then finally, we do have some lip products. So the lip ones are cute because there's like one for each character. So let me get them in line for a moment. So there we go. So each character has their own shade. And then they're all lip glosses. So first we have Oogie Boogie. So this is the Oogie Boogie shade. And then let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. Ooh, so I love the packaging. I love that they kept like the character motif going on the cap as well. I think that's super cute, super, you know, niche, like especially, you know, this is a collection. You're gonna wanna have memorable packaging. So we have Oogie Boogie shade, and this is definitely sparkly, and it's a kind of pretty bronze shade too. So I'm like, okay. So I think that one will be definitely an interesting one. You could probably even use it maybe like in the summer, who knows? And we have Zero. So Zero's is the clear gloss. I'm telling you right now, it's just a straight clear gloss, which, you know, on the one hand, you're like, well, all right, a clear gloss, but you know, clear glosses, they don't get as much hype as I think they should, because, you know, sometimes you just want to enhance your natural lip color. Sometimes you would just want a little bit of a shine, and a clear gloss I think is fantastic for that. And also, you know, Zero's is cute, so that just might be my bias trying to hype this up. Then we have Sally. So this is what the packaging looks like, and you can already tell from the color up top that this is going to be a bolder color, speaking of which. But yes, this is Sally's, and Sally's is, ooh, look at that. It's this beautiful bright pink with lots of glitter in it, which, you know, if you don't know, because you're new here, I love glitter, I love shimmer and sparkle, so I really think I'm gonna love this one in particular. And then finally we have Jack. So this is Jack's packaging, and then if you look at the inside is probably boom. So this is a super pretty, like, I don't want to say iridescent because there's not much of a color shift I see, but it's like a pearl. Like a very pretty pearl color. There is like shimmer and sparkle in there. To how much, and I don't know. We're definitely gonna do a little bit of a swatch later. Right now I'm just showing you the packaging. But yeah, no, I really like it. I cannot wait to try them. So yeah, now we're gonna get onto the eyeshadow. We're gonna get a little more chatty. But first I'm going to do some eye primer. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the anti-aging formula. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop a little bit of this on my eyelids, and we'll get into the eyeshadow. All right, I got the eyeshadow primer on. So I'm gonna start with the Sally palette just because there are neutral tones in Jack's palette, but since this is the main neutral palette, I wanna get out my neutrals on one eye so that way I can focus more bolds on the other, and that way I don't kind of confuse myself and I don't accidentally do the same neutrals colors on both sides, because that would be boring. I just gotta go ahead and peel off this plastic, because when I tell you that I've not used this palette, I want you to know I've not used this palette. I'm not lying. So let me go ahead. Ooh. They actually look a lot more vivid once I peel the plastic off, which, you know, goes without saying, but I'm like, ooh. Ooh, you see that? Look how pretty that looks. Oh my goodness. Now I usually do my crease first just because I feel like it's a good starting point, and I definitely want to do some lovely pinks and perhaps some purples as well. I don't know if I want to play with the greens in this one so much because there are some really pretty greens in the other one. So for now, I'm going to start with Mad Scientist. So it's this shade right here, and we're going to go ahead and pop that onto this crease. And I've heard really good things about Makeup Revolution and their pigments, so I'm hoping it doesn't disappoint. Ooh. Not bad at all. Alright, got that in my crease all nice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and overlay that a little bit and kind of blend it out upward with maybe one of the, maybe Misfit Love, just because that's sort of a pinkish shade, like a little bit leaning towards mauve, but not quite. So yeah, let's get into this Misfit Love. Just kind of blend. And apologies if this looks kind of messy when I'm doing this. But even though I've been doing makeup for like a few years now, and I actually went to school for makeup, which by the way, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Carla, and I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist. But even so, I still find myself learning tricks and tips and finding easier ways to do this, and just, you know, finding my rhythm. Sometimes my rhythm is a bit messy. Motto of my life. I'm gonna go ahead and connect it a little bit to my lower lash line, just so they're shape. Okay, so we're going in a good direction, I feel. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my little baby blender brushes. This is actually a JH40. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the darker shades and do a little bit in my inner corner. But which one? I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with Better Together. We'll start with this one, and if I feel like it's not dark enough, then I'll use some of Darkness, pun intended, maybe kind of sort of, not really, to sort of deepen it. And if you don't know, blending can sometimes take a while. So while we do that, we're gonna go ahead and chat for a bit. Oh, she dark, okay, cool. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, which by the way, hi to all my new subscribers, still can't believe that you're here, but no, I appreciate it all the same. But yeah, if you are new, then you probably don't know this. I am more of a one-woman show, let's say. I'm not really used to making videos with anyone else, just because it's kind of how it is. Like, I don't really have means or ways of getting around. Sometimes it's hard to hang out with my friends, especially right now in the pandemic, which by the way, that's why we were so separated on the couch, except for the moments where I was filming that I was next to Tony in the first video. I will say, yes, I was next to her, but literally just in the span of filming. And when the second that the camera was off, I was like, way across the room. But the reason why I bring this up is because those videos of me reacting to Has Been Hotel and The Hell of a Boss Pilot and Addict with my friends, that's the first time I've ever done a reaction video with anyone else. It was just an idea I had because I've done this kind of thing with my friends before where I show them stuff I really like. I did it back when Undertale was big. I've done it literally with so many other things, Steven Universe, Sherlock, Doctor Who, the list goes on. And this was supposed to be no exception. This is in my mind like, oh hey, let's get together one day and I'll just show them this really cool web series I found, you know? But then I thought, as I watched so many other people do reaction videos with their friends to Has Been Hotel and Hello Boss, I thought, hey, that seems like fun. Why don't I do that with my friends too? Now, keep in mind, one, I'm not used to doing reaction videos with anyone other than myself. Two, my friends do not have YouTube channels, like, at all. They're not on camera at all, unless it's like taking pictures, or in Colton's case now, making TikToks. So I didn't really know what to expect. I did kind of imagine maybe there would be a little bit of awkwardness at first. We might have to do some growing room. But I was smart enough to know that, you know, they obviously weren't gonna get the hang of it immediately. This is more of an experiment, which I did mention in the Addict video, like a social experiment I call it, but you know, not too far off from the truth, because I just kind of want to see what would happen, try something new on my channel, something I hadn't done before, have an opportunity to hang out with my friends, and also show them a thing I like. Maybe hopefully they like it too. Not only that, but we were also filming it away from my home. We were actually filming this at Jasmine's house, which by the way, I have now received 2 comments about the Christmas tree. Even though I put a note in the first video, trust me, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, yes, I know. But listen, Jasmine's mom really, really likes Christmas. Jasmine herself acknowledges that it's kind of odd. It's okay. We're not shaming Jasmine's mom because Jasmine's mom is actually pretty sweet. So, and I'm grateful to her for allowing us into her home to, you know, have some fun and whatnot. And literally when we got stranded, me and Tony, she was like, you know, I am totally cool with you two staying the night if you have to, which afterward we found a way to get home. So that was fine. But no, literally Jasmine's mom is so sweet. So no, this to her, but yes, I understand the Christmas tree in October is kind of odd. But yeah, that's not my TV, that's not my house. I don't know how the acoustics in there work. And also I do not own a microphone, nor do I own a laptop. In fact, I will show you what I edit all my videos on. So this is what I edit my videos on. This is a desktop Dell computer. It is 9.5 years old. Yes, 9.5 years old. It's old. It sometimes doesn't work. The mouse has this issue where I'll like click and it'll like double click on stuff. So sometimes that causes some issues where I have to go back and fix something if it messed something up. That's like my modem and all that stuff. And yeah, and then this is the program I use. It's like Wondershare Filmora. It's pretty good for beginners. I want to say I'm not like trying to advertise anything, but yeah, this is what I edit all my videos on, and this is what I got. Just want to show you guys. There's no nice laptop that I can use or connect the microphone to. It's just me, a camera, a tripod that I made out of literally my piano bench. Like I use that piano bench and like this little jewelry chest that I stand my camera on top of, and this computer. And that's all. Also my ring light, which I usually try to find a place to like clip onto something. But other than that, it's just this. That's all. That's all I have. Yeah. So yes, I will be very upfront with you. I do not have the setup that many reacting channels have, and I take no shame in that. I definitely hope to one day have that kind of setup, or at least more materials like a microphone or an actual laptop that it connects to the microphone to get better sound. But I work with what I got, and I'm proud of what I make. However, I acknowledge that the audio, especially in the has-been video, was not that great. Okay, quick pause. This color actually looks pretty bomb. Actually, I love it. It's shimmery, but it's not like super sparkle shimmer, like maybe like Ghost or something, or at least not when I blend it out a lot. I do want to take a little bit of darkness just to deepen it, which I will. But I'm going to use a different brush for that. I'm gonna use a slightly smaller, stubber brush, my GH39. And we're gonna take a little bit of darkness and we're going to just smudge a bit, which means more blending, which means more talking. So yeah, I realized that the audio wasn't that great. And it's for that reason I spent God knows how long sitting in front of that computer, that old computer that, God bless her, she worked hard, trying to mess with the audio, seeing if it can be salvageable. I acknowledge that it wasn't that great, but I will say I did the best that I could. And I didn't want to just leave it like that because I thought about, well, how would I feel watching this video, And I decided to just kind of go through, comb through, listen as best as I could, and do subtitles. So like what I could make out my friends were saying, I would subtitle it over them best that I could, or at least the important bits, so that way you guys could have a little idea of what they were saying. And then I also went in and did like their faces just because I thought it'd be funny, and also I can read my friends a little better. Now going back to said friends, yeah, I know that their reactions weren't the best, and I know I was kind of pulling teeth with the discussion bit, but again, this is something that I never ever thought would get the amount of traffic and attention it did get. While I am definitely grateful for that, and I understand some people did not enjoy it because of those reasons, I did want to make myself clear and acknowledge I know what the problems of those videos were, and would I ever do anything like that again, I definitely would kind of work on it and improve on it. I understand that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, no, those videos were perfect, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. No, I know that there were some issues. Truthfully speaking, I don't know if I'll ever do reactions with my friends again unless they genuinely want to, or if they actually know, hey, let's actually give some reaction now. I said it myself that Colton doesn't really like to speak on camera to one commenter, but again, that was just sort of him indulging me, so that kind of thing. That being said, saying that my friends don't have personalities, I would say is a bit harsh, so I would just say, let's be respectful of one another. Let's not be rude. My friends do have personality, but it is more of a chilled, laid-back personality, as I told one commenter who was a little curious about whether or not they actually like it, and they did. I think that's the most important thing, is the fact that Jasmine and Colton at least stated that they did enjoy it. They would watch again. Tony was a little more on the fence, but that's her honest opinion, which I feel is completely valid. That was the point of all this, is to get honest reactions to it. And if her honest reaction is she's not really sure if she would watch again, well, hey, that's cool. Just means that if I do another reaction video to more episodes, including friends, maybe she won't be a part of it, but that's okay. She can be part of some other video if she wants to be. I'm certainly not gonna force my friends to do anything that they don't want to. Again, that was them indulging me and saying, hey, yeah, let's try this little thing. Maybe it'll be fun. And I feel like we did have fun. We enjoyed ourselves a bit. at least until poor Colton got a migraine. Again, he's fine now. It's been a few weeks, he's okay. And I feel like perhaps if he would have stayed for Hell of a Boss at least, he probably would have given a little more reaction to that. At least, you know, if you notice, Hell of a Boss does get more reaction because it is more joke based, whereas Has Been, I feel they were a little quiet because, like Jasmine said, she was taking it in and like, you know, actually trying to analyze and study it. I cannot, however, in good conscience, without lying, say that he would have enjoyed Attic completely. I feel like that might have been a little much for him. I don't know. I haven't actually asked him if he's seen it yet, but we'll see. I'll ask him later. I'll be like, hey, Colton, did you end up watching Attic? And he'll say, yeah, what the fuck, Carla? Oh, this is looking cute. I like this. I definitely feel like the darkness gave it a little bit more depth, which I like. Now let's take a pause and all that and see what else we can add to this. I'm swatching Scream Queen and I'm swatching Roll the Dice real quick. And I'm also gonna swatch Romantic because these are all very similar shades on the palette. I'm gonna take Scream Queen and like just kind of connect it going downward into my inner corner just to give a little bit of brightness. Maybe going in the crease as well. Again, just for brightness. Ooh, cute. I like it, that's cute. We're gonna do a glow on, we're gonna do a glow, this one right here, on my brow bone, just to give a little bit of highlight. Very pretty shade. It's like a very light pink champagne color, which we love for brow bones and inner corners. Very nice. All right, now for the lid. Lid is always like a big statement piece. And I definitely want to take a little bit of the ghost one. I want to do a little bit of ghost like in the middle. But to do that first, I'm probably going to do Feelings. I want to take Feelings, this pretty pink shade, and do it all over my lid. So let's do that. I'm also gonna go over where I put the Scream Queen, just so it's not too much of a contrast of red and pink, but it gives it a little bit of depth and dimension. And then I am gonna take that blender brush again and just sort of blend the dark tone into the pink, because I don't want it to be too much of a contrast. Like, even though it is a contrast, but I don't want the line to be too harsh is what I'm saying. I'll take Love is Eternal because it is a very similar shade, I feel, to the Feelings one, but in more of a matte. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my lower lash line, kind of heading towards my outer corner, I should say, but I am gonna take some of the Misfit Love and connect to it as well. So yeah, let's go ahead first with Love is Eternal, and then we'll do some Misfit Love. And then just so that way it's a little more blended, I'll take a teensy bit of Mad Scientist and just do it right here in this inner corner, just a little bit. There we go. All right, looking good, looking good. I do want to do a little teensy bit of blending upward, just so the shape is a little better. There we go. All right, now for inner corner. Inner corner, I actually really want to try some of the Boogeyman shade, like the gold one, but I feel like that would contrast with the Ghost. Maybe I shouldn't do Ghost. Maybe I should do Pumpkin Patch. Let me swatch it real quick. Ooh, I feel like Pumpkin Patch would definitely be better in the middle, or Wormswort. Which one? Yeah, definitely Pumpkin Patch. We're gonna do Pumpkin Patch in the middle then. And so in that case, I'm gonna do Boogeyman in my inner corner. So we'll take Boogeyman first. Pop her in there. And now we're gonna take, with my finger, Pumpkin Patch. So I got her on my finger. And then, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna take some of the Wormswort too. Why not? And actually, I'm gonna connect them. We're just gonna cover this entire lid with shimmer. Which I know seems kind of odd, but I don't really like the way the pink is peeking through like that, like a little line. However, I feel like having it under the shimmer gives it a little bit more dimension. So not just straight up like gold per se, it's more of like a rose gold. See, it's like Bob Ross says, you don't have mistakes, you just have happy accidents. I'll drag it out a little from the inner eye as well. Ooh, I like that look. Oh my goodness. Hold up, hold the phone. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I actually really like that. I think that looks cute. What do you guys think? I think it looks cute. It's like a pretty neutral, but there is some shimmer in there, so it's not completely matte or anything. Like there's some pop, but the colors are definitely very, you know, romantic vibes. Very relaxed, I would say. Kind of cottagecore maybe, I don't know. I don't know, I'm trying to get into aesthetics, guys. I feel like my thing is gonna be mooncore, not so much cottagecore. Ooh. Don't drop it, Carla, cause you're super clumsy. But yeah, I like this palette. I like this palette a lot. I like the pigment, and if the Jack palette's pigment is anything like this one, I feel like I'm gonna like it too. Speaking of which, let's get to Jack's palette. All right, let's open her up, and we're gonna peel off the plastic. Alrighty. So this time we're gonna be doing bold. I kind of want to ignore all of the colors on this side. I definitely want to start off with the right side, and for that I know, like I straight up know, I'm gonna do spooky in my crease. So while I get started with that, where was I? Oh yeah, the disclaimer thing. Okay, so here's the thing. There was this one comment I did kind of respond to in a perhaps passive-aggressive manner. And the only reason I did was because of the fourth thing I told them, which I will get to in a second. Basically, they were saying that I shouldn't gatekeep it. Per se, they didn't say the words gatekeep, but like that was the impression they were giving, at least in my eyes. Like I shouldn't say, oh, you know, kids shouldn't watch this, everyone should be able to watch it, you know, I can't tell people what they can and can't watch, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys the same thing I told this person.
Okay, so at this point my camera actually cut off, but basically what I responded was that there are two instances in my videos where I give the not for kids disclaimer. And what I'm going to talk about in this moment right here is the first time I give the disclaimer, which is at the very beginning of each of my 3 videos. Basically, I tried to make it so that way at the very first frame, it's visible, some sort of warning that this is not for kids. The reason for this is because of something that YouTube, along with the US Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, and the New York Attorney General put into place around last year in 2019, which is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, also known as COPPA. Basically what this is it's YouTube regulating what it is that kids can and cannot do or see when they're on YouTube. It regulates whether or not they're allowed to see ads, which in this case, you know, no. It also doesn't allow kids to post comments or save the playlist or do anything like that without their parents' permission. Now, what this means for content creators is that YouTube is now requiring creators to make very clear whether or not their video is made for kids. And they also give you the option of setting your like actual channel as made for kids content, no made for kids content, or a mix of both. So like if you put no made for kids content, then that kind of helps steer kids away from your channel. But despite that, there is the actual like required setting each video as whether or not made for kids. Now, they actually use a AI or machine that implements a system, as you can see here highlighted, that will find kid-directed videos and identify them as such even if the creators didn't check the box. So a creator can place their video as not made for kids, but if the machine, the algorithm, the AI, whatever you want to call it, says, oh, well, I consider this made for kids, then you could actually face a fine for that, or, you know, get into trouble with your channel. Now, getting a little more detail into the required to tell us if your content is made for kids, basically, in their own words, they say, at high level, content that is made for kids has an emphasis on children or children's characters, play acting, stories using children's toys, child protagonists, you know, play patterns, play acting, imaginative play, or popular children's songs, stories, or poems, and as you can see clearly highlighted, popular children's programming or animated characters. All of this boils down to the fact that even if the content of the video is clearly not for kids, and even if the YouTube creator themselves checks the box when uploading, this is not made for kids, but I don't want to restrict it for 18 years or plus, if the algorithm or the machine, the AI, whatever you want to call it, looks at this video and sees animated characters, they can ignore everything else and just say, well, there's animated characters, therefore this is made for kids, but the creator chose not to say it's made for kids, therefore let's stick a fine on them or put a strike on their channel. Now, I will let you guys know straight up, I do not make any ad revenue from my videos. If you see any ads on my videos, I am telling you right here, right now, I'm not making any money from them. This is purely a hobby of mine that I really enjoy doing. And despite the fact that I've had 54 subscribers before doing these has-been videos, and then now, like, at the time of recording, it's nearly at 400, which again, thank you so much, you guys. Literally, this is just a hobby of mine. I really enjoy doing it. However, just because I'm not making money from it and I don't really have that many subscribers, despite all that, I can still face repercussions from YouTube if I am considered violating their terms, and monetization, all that stuff can change in an instant. There could come a moment where I do start to make money off my videos. And that's why if you were to take a look at any of my Has-Been or Hella Boss videos, whether I made them with my friends or not, the first image you see as soon as the video starts proper is some sort of warning from me that this video is not for kids, whether it's a stupid homemade sign, loud blaring alarm, screenshot, whatever. There's something there that's me saying, hey YouTube, this is me doing my due diligence and stating very clearly this is not for kids, so that way the algorithm decides to poke through my videos, they know that I'm doing my job as stated. And by job, I mean I'm just following the regulations. So yeah.
And if you notice, Vixie Pop herself, as well as dozens of other YouTubers who react to Vixie Pop's videos that are not the Soophobia Bad Luck Jack Short, because that one is more for all audiences, they all do the same thing because, you know, we're trying to stay in YouTube's good graces. Second disclaimer that I give when I speak it in the video, well, that one is more for my own personal sound of mine. Specifically, it's so that any parent that gets upset that their kid is watching one of my videos and it's, you know, not age appropriate, let's say, they cannot come after me because I can claim plausible deniability and say, hey, I warned your kid. It's on them if they decided to ignore my advice and continue forward. Truth be told, I really couldn't care what kids or kids don't do because I'm not a parent. I don't have kids. I don't like kids. So I just really do not care. But this is more of a I wash my hands of this madness kind of thing. So that way I can say, well, it's on your kid if they decided to do it because I was being the responsible adult and forewarning them. The third thing I responded did kind of go into the whole, well, other YouTubers are doing it, so I don't know if you're giving the same spiel to them. And the fourth thing I told them, well, that's the whole reason why I responded to that instead of ignoring it, like some of the other comments that have been like, oh, well, I'm the kid and I'm doing it anyway, instead of me being like, hey, well, you shouldn't do that again, because I honestly don't really care. And it's because he called me baby girl. And I'll tell you straight up right now, if you want to stay in my good graces, you will not call me baby girl. I am not your baby. I am not your girl. I am not your anything. Me calling myself yo girl is something completely different. Mostly it's a consent thing. I did not consent for anyone to call me anything other than my legal name, Carla, my YouTube name, Silent Violet, Violet for short, Sci-Fi, I don't care. SV, if you want to. SV. I feel like Skullboy now. They call him SB, I'm SV. But yeah, if I came off a little passive aggressive in that, I apologize, but that really did kind of grind my gears. Just because I feel like we ought to know by now what is going on with YouTube and the whole kids thing, like content for kids, protecting kids, whatever you want to call it. So if you're a kid and you decide to keep watching my videos, that's fine, but if your parent busts you for that, do not send them to me, because I want no part in it. I love this purple. I don't know if I told you guys, but purple is literally my favorite color. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so pretty. Ooh, now I really want to play with Dead of Night and Madness, and I want to make this such a pretty, pretty color. I'm going to literally end up using so many colors in this, you guys. It's not even funny. If anything, I think I'm going to take Madness and just start blending that right over what I just did. Like, let's go, you guys. Oh! My brush broke. What happened? Did the glue just come off? What? Okay, well, I don't really have that many brushes, so I'm just gonna keep using you if you don't mind. And yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. Carla, we don't care. Why are you explaining all this stuff? You don't have to explain yourself, or maybe you just think it's petty of me to do that. Well, two things. One, hello, my name is Carla. I'm actually what the kids call petty AF, if you didn't know it. And in case you didn't know that, I suggest you go over to my TikTok and see just how petty I got with a woman who decided to get in a debate with me about morals and like how great Trump is on my Facebook page. It's actually kind of funny. At least it was funny to me when I put her in her place. This is a very pretty purple. It's not this color. But because a lot of you are new subscribers, I don't want you to think that I like or make it a habit to half-ass my videos or projects. If you were to speak with anyone that knows me in real life, and I'm not just talking about my friends, I mean my family, my coworkers, anyone who has met me for more than 5 minutes and has had to watch me do a task, I should say. I am a notorious perfectionist. I am very hard on myself, and I'm not saying this for pity in any way, shape, or form. I'm not doing this so that everyone comes in my comments and be like, oh, you poor thing, people should be nice to you and no one should ever like, you know, criticize you for anything. No, I am not after that. I actually welcome constructive criticism as long as it's respectful, which is something I told, I think, 2 commenters that were talking about my friend's lack of reactions. And I welcome constructive criticism because I want to do better. I don't want to stay in the same rut and like never grow. If you feel like I could have done something better in my videos, go ahead and comment, but just do it in a respectful manner and understand where I'm coming from, which is why I'm explaining it. I want you guys to understand that yes, I understand some things in those videos could have been better, but I'd like you to understand that it was also my first time doing something in that format. However, your constructive criticism does help because now I know if I ever do anything like that again in the future, I know what to improve on. It's all about respect, you guys. That's really all that I'm trying to get at, is that as long as you respect me, I will respect you back. If you disrespect me, oh, it's not gonna be pretty. What is pretty, by the way, is this. Oh my God. I don't know what that noise was. I don't know what that noise was. I don't know what that motion was. All I know is that I'm having a great time with this palette. Okay, look, I love the Sally palette. She's cute, she's adorable, but this, I'm only 2 colors in and already I'm like, yes, girl, get that purple. I want this to be smoky, that's why I'm gonna just blend. Speaking of, I'm taking some of this Dead of Night and Master of Fright. Look at these blues. I'm gonna do that in my inner corner, yes ma'am. By the way, this is my swatching arm. I don't really like showing swatches, I'm not very good at it, I'm sorry. I know that's like pinnacle YouTube thing, like YouTube beauty guru. Look, I'm a cosmetologist, I work in a makeup store, and I'm doing this in the middle of a pandemic. I never said I was good at YouTube. That's another thing you have to understand. I know I just talked a lot about like, I try so hard in my videos, guys. I want you to know I always try to do my best, you know. And then I'm literally like, I'm not a good YouTuber. So contradictory, I know, so hypocritical, whatever. I think I'm gonna go with the Dead of Night just because it's like way more vivid. But yeah, bottom line, you guys, and this is really the last I'll say about the videos. I don't know if I'll ever do a video with my friends reacting, or at least not all of them. I don't know. It was hard enough getting us all together the first time, and considering that that was literally the first time we've hung out in like a year, like legit a year since I've seen them all like in person, and we're all still trying to do our best with the whole pandemic thing. I don't know if we'll be doing anything like that anytime soon. And if I did, it probably won't be with all of them unless I know for sure they would give like more reaction. Truth be told, and this is no disrespect to Tony or Colton at all, I probably might end up doing, if I did, just with Jasmine, just because I know that she is at least a little more comfortable talking on camera, and I don't want to make my friends uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. Again, that was like more of them indulging me and us doing a little experiment, a little fun. I'm taking Master of Fright now, by the way. But for now, my channel will remain the one woman show that's always been. I did do a solo reaction to Hell of a Boss Season 1, Episode 1, which, you know, I feel like went pretty well. And that's another thing, with the Has Been and the Hell of a Boss pilot and the attic video, those are videos, that's the first time I've also done a video on something that I've already seen. Every other reaction video I've done on my channel, by the way, which have all been music videos and all but one have been BTS related, all of those are my first time reacting to it. Whereas with these, this is more me showing it to someone else. That's why I was quiet. If you watch any of my reaction videos, I've at least had over a year of doing this, so I at least know the tells of what makes a reaction video more interesting to watch. And again, that's no shade to my friends. It just means that I've had more practice. So I know what people look for. I know what kind of reaction to give, and I can give it. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of madness again and just kind of blend that here. It just means that, you know, it's something I tried. In some ways it worked, in some ways it didn't. I still got overwhelmingly positive response to those videos. And I appreciate every single one. Oh, that was a mistake. That might have been a mistake. Let's just keep blending. That's literally the panic button. It's just like, oh, let's just blend more. I may have gone a little too far. But yeah, for the most part, this channel's still gonna be just mainly me, which if you ended up subscribing because you really liked my friends, well, I hope I don't disappoint you with just me. This is a lot bolder than I thought it was gonna be, but you know what? I'm kind of living for it. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that was like, what? Who is she? That's not to say I never wear my makeup bold. I wear my makeup bold a lot. I'm a mess. It's been a while since I did a makeup video, you guys. And truth be told, I know I just said I work in a makeup store, but lately I've been doing a lot of chuck shifts or shifts very early where I only have time to do a very basic natural eye. Sometimes I have enough time for more colorful, but again, it's never as bold as this. I did do a really nice smoky eye though, the night of the election. Which I don't know if you saw on my TikTok, it was a very beautiful gray smoky eye. I love that actually. Oh my god, I actually really love that. Oh, why do I love that? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That ended up kind of working, oh my god. I know I sound shocked, but wow, I did. Usually when I mess up like big time. And that's not to say I'm bad at putting on makeup though, but I'm just saying again, a meticulous planner, I need to know every step of the way, but like when I wing something and it goes wrong, usually it goes wrong in a way that I have to like start over or take off a lot, but this is one of the few times where it actually kind of ended up working in my favor, and I'm living for it. Okay, let's keep going. I really want to use Everybody's Scream. Oh man, I want to use Everybody's Scream on my lid. Should I just do it? I'm gonna take a teensy bit of mischief and just do it underneath. I mean on top of right here. Just connecting just a little bit, teensy bit. And yes, I'm using the same brush so that way there is still some shadow left so it's not too bold. Now let's take a little bit of Oogie's layer. I'm gonna take a little bit of Oogie's layer, and this is just gonna go right here, right to connect a little, and over. I feel like I got away with my train of thought, but yeah, to conclude the video stuff once and for all, I did my best. I understand some things worked and some things didn't. I appreciate all respectful, constructive criticism about it. I will endeavor in the future to do better with my reaction videos. I appreciate everyone who did enjoy those videos, and I hope you continue to enjoy my videos from here moving forward. Was that it? Oh yeah, so some of the comments were talking about like I got some information wrong, like I forgot to mention Alistair's voodoo, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned. If not, I probably cut it out for time purposes. And then like Angel being a guy, I did mention that repeatedly to Jasmine because she was confused by the fact that he had boobs. I'm like, no, he's a guy. They're just, you know, fluffy mounds that are boob-like. And Soulless, I said based off of one of the Princes of Hell just because I'm pretty sure the real Soulless, if he exists or not, doesn't actually spend his time thirsting after an imp. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm a Christian, but I don't remember hearing that part in Sunday school. As a Christian, I do want to mention I take all this as fiction, the same way I look at Greek mythology, or at least, you know, fiction derived from actual things. And because it's animated, I do have this sort of detachment from it. I don't see it as like true and actual fact. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's no rehabilitation hotel in hell. Just saying. But that being said, I enjoy the series all the same. Like, I'm a huge fan of it, and I'm glad that I could get at least a couple of my friends into it. I don't know if they'll could actually continue to watch it. Maybe they'll continue to watch it just by watching my videos. But either way, I'm excited to see more from Vipsy Pop, and I'm excited for you guys to see me see more from Vipsy Pop. Now with all of that out of the way, and hopefully moving forward, let's focus completely on the rest of this makeup look, which I feel is nearing its end. I do want to take a little bit of mischief, just teensy bit right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna do what I've been waiting to do ever since I actually laid eyes upon this shade. And I am going to take Everybody's Scream and just paint it on my lid. Look at her, she's packed on. Let's do this. Oh, she's so pretty. I was asking myself, why is the shade named Everybody's Scream? And I realized because it looks like that green goop that's in the fountain that Jack rises out of. Also, I don't know who here remembers the Canadian cartoon Ruby Gloom. Does anyone else remember how there was like a huge portion of the fandom that just collectively agreed, yeah, Skullboy's parents, like, that we never see, and he's always like trying to find his real family, yeah, his parents are Jack and Sally. I love that, like, such a huge part of the fandom collectively agreed on that. They're just like, yeah, no, that's what happened, that's what happened. Like, it is what it is. Skullboy's parents are Jack and Sally. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a part of it. I love it. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And they're so polar opposites too. This is like warm tone, cool tone. I love it. Oh, I should have used Oogie Boogie underneath. Dang it. Let me blend a bit of Oogie Boogie actually, just to give it some opacity. And then I am gonna take a little bit of Sally, this pretty icy blue shade, and do it in my inner corner, like upward, because the green is already up there. I mean down there. There's so much color going on, but I'm living for it. And finally, I'm gonna take a little bit of what's this? No, I'm gonna take a little bit of Moon and put it on my brow bone, because we can't forget about the brow bone. Very pretty. Oh, I love it. Now, I should put eyeliner on. I don't want to because I don't like putting eyeliner on because I always mess it up. I'm gonna cheat out the eyeliner. I'm gonna do mascara because mascara always gives a little bit of a line. And also it's 7:53 p.m. and I actually have to get to bed early tonight because I gotta get up at 4:30 for work tomorrow in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna make my makeup removal as easy on me as possible. You're getting a full Carla experience with this because sometimes when I'm going to work, I don't have enough time to do my eyeliner. I just have enough time for eyeshadow and mascara. Sometimes you gotta choose one over the other, and I will always put eyeliner as the least prioritizing. It's like you're really getting ready with me. We should end up calling this a get ready with me because this is literally how I actually get ready. I think it still looks cute even without eyeliner. The eyeliner would help it look really dramatic, but again, 4:30 in the morning. I'm not wearing a watch. It's 8 p.m. I gotta go to bed in like 2 hours. Okie dokie. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call Carla an idiot because she forgot her highlighting brush. I told you I wasn't a good YouTuber, but it's okay because I have a giant blender brush and I can just use that for highlighting. So we are gonna use one on each side. I'm gonna start with Moonlight Mischief and Madness because that's what I wanna do first. It's a lighter shade. We're gonna put it on the side with the Jack eyeshadow. I am gonna take off the plastic because she be sealed. Let me actually swatch it first. Ooh, it's like a champagne-y kind of color. Sweep, sweep, sweep. I don't know if you guys can see it because I just realized that the light in here is like super bright, but this is a very pretty highlight. It's literally what you think of when you think highlight, you know, it's not like a really noticeable color. It's like just whitish. It's not like a super crazy color either. I just realized I have some fallout. Something I did not notice. There is actually a little bit of fallout with this palette. I didn't commentate it because I didn't notice it, but there is just a tad. That's okay. It's not a ton. Not like other palettes I've tried where it's like super noticeable. At least not that I see. But yeah, it's a highlight. She's fine. She's cute. She's really good if you want like a highlight that's nothing too super blinding, like some of the MAC ones, which I bought one. I got the Show Gold, and that one is really blinding and pretty. But this is like a good highlight for someone that's like, oh, I want a highlight or I need a highlight, but I don't want anything that's gonna make me look like an actual walking diamond. Which, you know, sometimes that's fine. And I think it looks really pretty, actually. I think, ooh, when you shift in light, it kind of reminds me of the moon shade, but the moon is like throwing a little more towards blue-green iridescent, whereas this one is just like a pearl. I'm not ever good at describing these, guys, I'm sorry. I promise I'm actually really good at my job, but like, sometimes you just gotta be here in person for me to show you the thing. Now we're gonna take Misfit Love. I'm taking the plastic off of it. There we go. And so this is the color for Misfit Love. It is a darker shade, so I'm gonna take a different blender brush. This is also, they are JH30s, by the way. Gonna take a little bit of that, and then, how about it? Oh yeah, this one, gold. So that'd be the best way to describe it. This is gold, the other one is silver without it actually being silver. Problem is, I'm super fair, so I don't know how good gold highlight like this looks on me. This is a pretty color. I will say, I love this color. It's pretty. I just don't know if I love it on me. Because again, guys, I'm fair. Like, I know I'm Hispanic, but like, I'm fair. I am way passing, if there ever was one. It does look pretty. Like, this one looks pretty and this one looks pretty. Whereas this one, I can automatically see myself wearing. This one, I feel like I would definitely need to test run it a few times. If not, end up using it as like a blush maybe, I don't know. I love the way it combines with the eyeshadow though. I feel like if you were to combine, like both of them work well on their own, but I feel like definitely this highlighter palette was definitely made for this eyeshadow palette. Whereas this highlight was definitely made for this eyeshadow palette. Just by using some of the colors, I can tell that they correspond with each other really well, which I think is smart on the company, like making one that corresponds well to their own each individual palette, or at least the palette that would sort of correspond with it if it did. What I'm trying to get at is I think they did a good job with this. All right, and then the last step will be lips. Now, I am not putting all 4 colors on my lips. I may be tempted to do a half and half. I am perhaps tempted to do a half and half. I'm gonna do a half and half. Look, if you watch my ColourPop Frozen 2 collection review, I did a half on that one, and you shouldn't put it past me to do it again. So I'm gonna start with Sally, and we're gonna see just how well this looks. So I'll be honest with you guys, this is not a gloss with a lot of pigment, or at least not like an opaque gloss, which is fine. Makeup Revolution, I should mention, is definitely more on like the affordable side, mass side, whatever you want to call it. It is not going to be as expensive as your Urban Decays, your Tartes, your Too Faceds, whatever. And I can definitely see, like, especially with this collection, you know, a lot of younger girls or teenagers buying it. So maybe that's why they're like, oh, we don't want anything too pigmented, which is fine. But I will say, if you want something that's super, super pigmented, I'm not getting it. Although because the Sally gloss is more of a pink gloss, it might just be enhancing my natural lip color. We'll take a look with the Jack and see if that statement still holds. I take it back. My camera battery died, but we're just gonna ignore it. Okay, yeah, I retract that former statement. As you can see, this side with the Jack gloss is way more pigmented. So I think, yeah, this one, it does have pigment, but since it is like a pink shade, it might just look like it's enhancing your natural lip color, which again, it can be a good thing. I did say that the clear gloss can do the same thing, except this one definitely has more sparkle and does give more of a pink tint. Whereas this one, yeah, she is like an icy, like a glaze. I don't know why, it just reminds me of a glazed donut, but I love donuts, so it's fine. So yeah, I think with that, this look is complete. I'm kind of like surprised at how well this went, considering it's been a while since I've done like a proper makeup review and I spent so much of it just talking about my videos, but I feel like this went well. And I do really like it. I guess like time for final verdicts. As for the palettes, they're nice. I love them. They're so cute. Like, I love the way they incorporate the pop culture that they are, you know, in conjunction with, collaborating with, whatever words you want to use for it. But I think they did a really good job. I like the packaging. I like the colors. The pigment's nice. There's not a ton of fallout at all that I noticed. I didn't even notice until way later. But yes, I've had worse fallouts, like even with palettes I do like. So I think that, are these worth? Yeah, they're worth, especially if you love Nightmare Before Christmas. And even that being said, if you can only get one, like the bold palette still has neutral colors in it, and the neutral palette does have some bold ones in it, so you don't feel like you're missing out if you can only get one. The highlights, I do like them. They're really pretty. I think that, you know, they do the job of a highlight. They're nice and glimmery and shimmery, and you know, they have a nice opacity to it. While I know I love and adore this one and the way it looks on me, this one, I love the way it looks. I just don't know if I love the way it looks on me. You guys let me know. Do you think it looks pretty on me? But I think like either way, they're both really pretty. I like the artwork on them. The packaging is just a bit bulky. You know, I have ways of storing my makeup, so I don't have a problem with that, but if you don't have like a large storage unit for your makeup and like you're the type of person that like wants something really easy to store or like small or something like that, I don't know if the product itself is gonna be enough for you unless you're a huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. But you know, that being said, they are nice highlights. I just, you know, the packaging is a bit, you know, big on them. I think it might have been a little too much. The glosses. Before I say anything else about the glosses, I do want to swatch the Oogie Boogie one. I'm not going to swatch the Zero one because I have clear glosses. I know what a clear gloss looks like. It's fine. But I want to swatch the Oogie Boogie one to see how opaque it is. Ooh, that is, yeah, that's opaque. Yeah, that's what that looks like. It's beautiful. It's really pretty. Oh my gosh. And I definitely would see myself using something like that, especially on top of like a lipstick. That's what I was gonna say. I feel like the more opaque ones like Jack and Oogie Boogie, maybe you don't want to use them all over like I did, but maybe you want to like blot it in the middle of your lips. If you're using a matte lipstick, you know, I've done that before and I think that would look really pretty. Or maybe you do want to put it all over your lip. I think that would be pretty too. You know, whatever you like. The Zero one, I'm pretty sure it's just like any other clear gloss that I've used before, so I don't really have much to say on that. The Sally one is really pretty. I feel like you can use it on top of a lipstick or on its own. It definitely enhances natural lip color, gives some tint, and has sparkle, so I think that's really pretty. But overall, I do really like the glosses, and I really like, you know, the packaging for them. I think it's super cute, and again, I think it fits really well with the whole nightmare thing, obviously. I feel like each color fits their character really well. And yeah, I know it's not really much to review makeup by, but she's so cute. Look at her. I like her so much. I can't really say, you know, oh yeah, I definitely think you should go out and get this because I think that it's sold out already. But if you can get your hands on some of it, I definitely would suggest it because it is pretty affordable. I mean, the palettes themselves were like, what, 20 bucks? The glosses were like maybe $10 or something like that. So yeah, in terms of like affordability, I think it's worth. In terms of like nostalgia value or just your love for Nightmare Before Christmas, I think it's worth. As for makeup, I definitely think it's worth. I think that goes the same for all Makeup Revolution, if that's the quality that Makeup Revolution, or even iHeart Revolution, which is like their sister line, I think. I think that if that's the quality that they have for all of their makeup, I definitely think it would be worth to check out some of their other stuff if you can't get your hands on this collection. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Ooh, my swatches. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And also thank you so much for listening to my ramblings about my videos. I promise I'm not actually mad about any of the comments, or at the very least not so much at the ones that weren't, you know, condescending or, you know, outright rude, which I don't think there were any way. Like, I feel like everyone's pretty respectful, but I did want to clear things up because I do have so many new subscribers. I've literally like over tripled the amount of subscribers I had before these videos, so I definitely want to make sure you guys that are new around here know how, despite this is just being really a hobby for me, how seriously I take it and how much I enjoy doing it, and how I always try to give the best that I can. So yeah, that was just me doing that. And if you like kind of skip through all that just to watch the makeup, that's fine, I don't blame you. But if you enjoyed this video in all of its messy entirety, leave a like, comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you got your hands on some of this collection from Makeup Revolution, or if you didn't, tell me what is your go-to Thanksgiving movie / TV special. If it's not like Nightmare Before Christmas, and definitely subscribe for more. You can watch my last video, which was my solo reaction to Hell of a Boss Season 1, Episode 1, Murder Family, right up here. Oop, right up here. I did do it dressed as Sarah Sanderson, considering it came out on Halloween, so if you're interested to see that, definitely check it out. Or if you want to watch my last makeup related video, which I believe I did all the way few months ago was actually my Sailor Moon by ColourPop collection review, and you can also watch that right up here. Lastly, if you want to follow me on social media, I will be leaving my links for Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok right in the description below. And with that, I wish you all a good evening. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which, spoiler alert, it's probably gonna be BTS related. One other thing you need to know about me, new subscribers, I am a huge army. And I can't wait for a comeback. Bye guys!